it was incredible to see how you were just able to connect to the TTS so well from even day one when you thought it was just a computer, when you thought it was AI, and
Yeah,
you just interacted with it 24/7. That's insane, but it worked in your favor. I think it
yeah,
made people love you, and they got to see your personality really shine through.
yeah. In the beginning, I didn't understand exactly what type of AI was because I've used AI before, like ChatGPT, and also I have a master's degree in data science, so I understand like how computer programming and AI works. But the thing with the famous house AI was like it was unlike anything I ever heard of. So it just fascinated me. I wanted to know more about it. So I wanted to ask it so many questions, try to see like what type of like methodology it uses to compute its responses. And then it was saying stuff which I thought was really out there. Like it said, like for example, like it can tell my heart got faster when I was talking to Alex. I was like, it's like it knows that I'm attracted to Alex. Like, how the fuck does it know that? But I realized it's like the audience have picked up on me, like I guess smiling at him and um, giving him like I guess bedroom eyes. So it's like, oh, I was like, and then I realized, oh, that's how they figured out it was my heart rate or whatever. And
Yeah.
it did, and it diagnosed, and I guess it may possibly diagnosed Alex as having schizoaffective disorder because I implied he might have had it because of how he was acting similar to me in a way when I'm not fully medicated. And then I guess I was like trying to figure out like how does this AI thing work? Like what type of methodology uses the computer's responses? I was asking so many questions. I was trying to like gauge how it responds to like technical questions, how it responds to opinion questions, open-ended questions. I was trying to like analyze it, and then noticing the responses were kind of weird, not like a traditional AI response. It was kind of like more like colloquial, like a casual internet user speaking. I was like, what kind of methodology is this? Because I didn't assume because like I did not believe that I don't know, like it just didn't occur to me like the production crew would be like lying deliberately about the AI thing being like I think when it says AI, I assumed it was AI because like I didn't know what else it could be at the point. I didn't because that at that point I didn't understand the concept of TTS talk to text thing. So I just assumed it was like some weird um state of the art like in testing phase AI product that they're gonna like put in homes across USA.
Hmm.
That was like my assumption.
How did you feel when you found out it was TTS and it was just a live audience? How was that switch for you?
I was like, oh fuck me. I was like, so this, oh my God. So that was just, I was like, so the audience was the ones that was saying all that shit to me. And it wasn't really some type of computer algorithm. And they were just dicking around with me.
Hmm.
And, but the thing is, like, well, I realized this, but then it's like, it still continued now that we knew the twist. That was the thing I was like, found interesting. It was like, so we know that this was just computer, this computer thing was just the audience talking to us and just fucking around with us. But yet they kept it going after the twist. That was the thing I found weird. It's like, why keep it going if we know that's all bullshit? But then
Hmm.
I realized like it may be bullshit, but it's like I feel like we're supposed to continue to interact with it anyway because it still kept playing continuously, even when we were having our challenges and exercises and stuff. It would still blare it continuously, like randomly, and like say a bunch of stuff. Like sometimes, like I noticed that it progressively got from saying like normal responses to progressively more unhinged, weird responses,
Yeah.
including just like random sounds, music, nonsensical gibberish and loud ear crickling sounds. Like, what the fuck? And then it got progressively more vulgar with his cuss words and insults. I
Hmm.
was like, what? I was like, what the fuck is going on with this thing? But it's like, but they still continued to have it play inside the house, despite how disruptive and problematic it was. And then when we started getting all those weird random gifts like plushies, roses, handcuffing, sprays to the face, donuts, I was like, what is going? Like I was, it was like it's like they kept throwing new shit at us, eat like almost every day, and I couldn't have any idea what the hell was going on. Try to figure out the consistent patterns, but then it's like I realized that it's just random nonsense. But the point is, it's supposed to be shock value, high energy entertainment, and that we're supposed to just like go along with it. I know everyone was just kind of like ignoring it, like, huh, it's just like no big deal. But I was being the most vocal about it, and I feel like that kind of like maybe set me apart from everyone else because like I was one that was noticing all the weird shit going on and commenting loudly about how nonsensical it was,
Hmm.
and the audience was just, I think they just loved it. And I was a little confused why the other fish weren't like, don't didn't seem to care at all about what the TTS was saying. They were just ignoring it completely. While I was like one engaging with it, like making like this hand gesture, like
That was so funny.
yeah,
Like that
like
was
it was like
iconic.
a yeah, that was like it sounded like a psychic vision face.
Hmm.
Like that was kind of
Oh,
like
that's what you were doing. I thought you were scared.
yeah, yeah. It was at first I was genuinely scared when I heard that sound. It was like a loud abrupt sound, and
Hmm.
I don't like to fuck with like loud abrupt sounds. Like it's like jump scares to me.
Yeah,
But
for
then it's
sure.
like as I got used to it, I started like trying to like hone in on like a signature gesture for when it sounded, so that in case people are talking over it, I can make it clear to the audience that I heard it say something, but like
Wow.
I just can make out what it says. Sometimes it'll be like going about like like trying to like follow the conversation. All of a sudden, like,
That's really
and then I
smart.
couldn't, yeah, and if I couldn't hear it, or if like people were talking over, I couldn't hear. I'd be like to show that like whatever
Wow.
they said did not go through
You,
because it's hard for because I realized the audience was like looking down on us from the top down perspective,
hmm.
and over the conversation, I actually heard what their message go through. So I was trying to make it clear that yes, your message came through, but like it's inaudible because everyone else was fucking talking over it.
Wow, that's really smart. You never cease to amaze me on how
Yeah,
smart you truly are. I think some people underestimate how smart you really are.
yeah.
In living with you and watching you on this journey, I think personally, I think you're incredibly smart. How did your family respond to you when you first exited Fishtank? How was that getting back in contact with them?
I called them on my phone. They were surprised I won the competition. They didn't even they apparently had no idea what fishing was or that was. I was even on the internet in a really big way because my family doesn't really like they're not like social media people. They don't go on the internet. Like ironically, as clueless as I am about social media and how the internet works, I'm actually the most knowledgeable about the internet compared to everyone else in my family.
Hmm.
So they just thought I was like on some type of like 6 week vacation away from the house. Like and like I told them it was a reality show, but I didn't understand what it was because so they really didn't understand what it was. But then I tried to explain to them what it was, and I realized it was really difficult too. So I just showed them like I just sent them links to the articles and the clips, and they were like, "What the hell is this? I don't get it." So like that's gonna be difficult to try to explain what it is because even like now it's like I lived through it for 6 weeks, but even I can't actually explain what fish tank exactly is.
Yeah,
I just yeah.
that's true. So they are having a positive response, you would say now that you told them about
Uh,
it?
yeah, I have not like completely delved into specifics like how I was like kind of like fucking around with my medication to put me in a manic
Hmm.
state of mind to make me naturally more energetic, engaging, and hypersensitive to stimuli. Because I noticed that Alex B was kind of like a jittery like spark plug, and I wanted to mimic his energy, but in my own unique way. So like I remember I was like giving Alex supplements to help him chill out and sleep, but the production told me to stop doing that. I was confused because I was like, he's more tolerable, he's like less annoying. But I was like, but I realized like they want him to be crazy, zany, and irritating, so to speak, because like that's what the audience liked. It's entertaining for them to watch. I was like, oh, okay. So it's like, so I should be the similar way. So I kind of like with Alex. Like I was like wanted to be his friend, but also wanted like to study his behavior to understand like why he was so engaging to the production and to the audience. Like why Fresh kept calling him down for like special scenes and stuff. I was like, okay, so like he's like out of all like at the time in the beginning, out of all the people, all the fish in the tank, he was by far the most memorable, zany, crazy, erratic one, which made him stood out. And then I sort of like sort of like fucking my medication, like depriving myself of sleep so that I could be more amped up, zany, kind of nutty. And I guess I somehow ironically surpassed Alex in like kooky, crazy behavior.
Yeah.
So like I think
That's so great. That's another point of just how smart you are that you picked that up from production that they wanted you to act crazier, so you literally stopped taking all of your meds so it would induce kind of a psychosis, and that's
yeah.
really smart. You really won the audience over with just
Yeah.
how you were on the show. So making yourself even more manic ended up being kind of genius in a way, and you knew that. That's
Yeah,
and you held that from everyone until you literally told us in
that was one.
Vegas after the show ended. You had mentioned that you you had this, you did this intentionally, and that's
Yeah.
very smart, and I'm very impressed.